right, we are here live at the Jackalope Ranch. The lovely Stella Inger, my co-anchor on KPSB Local 2 this morning, a little bit later for us than our typical routine.
That's
but
right.
It's obviously for a great cause. Again, we are here at the Jackalope Ranch. It's close to 5:30. The mood is just starting to get set. We've got a band playing, right?
That's right.
People are starting to walk in, but you can imagine within the next 2 hours or so, this place is going to become rocking, and it's all for a spectacular cause.
Yeah, and as we mentioned earlier, Brooke was talking about how a portion of the proceeds from today through the weekend actually will benefit Fine Food Bank. It's Friday night. Come on out here, have a good time. People are strolling in. It's beautiful outside. They have seating areas outside, live music, watch some sports here. So come and support Fine Food Bank. This is such a wonderful cause. I mean, Todd and I, we starved ourselves for one day.
Right.
And let me tell you something, it was not comfortable the way we felt. So I can't imagine how people live like this on a daily basis. And as we mentioned, 80,000 people, that's who Find helps
Right.
a month.
Here in our valley, 80,000 people here in our valley. When you think about what we went through, I mean, it was a very, very controlled setting. It was 24 hours, not eating. But you know what? We made sure that we didn't have to do a lot of our daily activities. People who are hungry on a daily basis don't have that luxury. They can't say, oh, we're not going to drive our car, or we're not going to go to work, or this, that, and the other thing. And that's got to be tough. It's got to be virtually impossible. And it's something that shouldn't be happening. In a civilized world, nobody should be going hungry. And while it's too tough to be able to take care of hunger throughout the world, we can do our part right here in the Coachella Valley, because as we are saying repeatedly throughout the course of this month, we're going to beat you over the head with it one more time. $1 equals 7 meals.
That's
Think about
right.
that.
And there are so many ways you can donate. One of them, you can come out here, have a good time. There are 4 other places you could go to. We mentioned some of them. It's Hog's Breath, Chop House in
Right.
Palm Desert, Palm Springs, Kaiser Grill in Palm Springs. So from the East Valley to the West Valley, there are plenty of ways. You can also call our phone bank. You can donate that way. You can send in a check. If you want to donate more than once, you can set up an auto pay. And you can find all of that information on our website. Just head to kpsblocal2.com.
And if you want to call in and talk to maybe Jackie Lee Houston, we are going to toss on over to Double T, the man himself, Titletown Tom Tucker. Tommy boy, take it away.
Thank you, Todd. Thank you, Stella. We are here in the newsroom, and we do have a lot of volunteers manning the phones here as viewers call in, donating money. They're fast at work here, and if you're sitting at home watching, listening tonight, call in and make a donation. Among those taking the calls here tonight is Desert Philanthropist and KPSB Local 2 owner Jackie Lee Houston. She's on the phone actually here right now. She told me just a second ago she has a caller right now who is donating $100 to the cause. So $100 will provide a lot of meals. Jackie Lee, tell us what's going on with the person you're talking with on the phone right now. Jackie Lee is setting the phone down, and the caller is being patient and waiting. How's the conversation going? What are people telling you?
Well, they're wonderful. But this gentleman, just $100 will make 700 meals.
Yes.
Is that not wonderful?
It's fantastic.
So I didn't want to give him up because I didn't want him to forget his number. But it's going very well, not fast, but just pleasant, just going along very nicely. And, you know, you get to the point where you can't write too fast.
That's right.
I don't know how everybody else is doing, but I'm, you know, kind of cramping up at times. Right. But they're doing beautifully, giving their numbers out nicely. Yep. In the 50s and $100 range.
Fantastic.
It's going along beautifully.
The people that you're talking to on the phone, what are they saying? What kind of mood are they in?
They're in a good mood. They're in a festive mood. Everyone that I've talked to so far say, well, I usually give to such and such, but it all goes back to Find anyway, and they didn't know that. So whatever you're doing, and you're explaining to the fact that Find is the parent company. So I think that they're finding out that it's tonight's the night.
The Fine Food Bank, very near and dear to your heart. What would you say to viewers at home watching right now? What would you say to them to get them motivated to pick up their phones and dial in?
Well, how easy it is. I mean, they're sitting at home tonight, very comfortable, watching television. What makes it easier than to pick up the phone? They've got their credit cards right there. I keep going over and over. $1 is 7 meals.
It certainly is, Jackie Lee. We got to wrap. We're out of time.
Okay.
We'll check in with you a little bit later on tonight during our 6 o'clock newscast. Go back to the phone. Thanks much. That'll do it for us here in the newsroom. Tom Tucker reporting, KPSBLocal2.com. I'm being told now, Brooke, we're going out to you.
All right, thanks, Tom. Here at the Find Food Bank, this stuff here from Big Lots, we're going to be sorting it for the next half an hour.